Hello! Less than two crew squad. How's everyone doing? Hope you are doing well. Welcome back into the stream after a week. Once again, we are back reunited and it feels so good. Welcome to the pad, one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You already know what I need to do. I gotta go to the top, say hello to the early chatters up in here. Liv, hello. Jenna Lee, what's up? Jinx in the building. We got Jez. We got Jade. What up? Rob with two B's. Hello, Jenny. We got Jen Rads. AZ. Ambi with the 63 months. Appreciate you, Ambi. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. And welcome back in to the Lesson 2 crew. Katesy, welcome and happy Pad Day to you. Jenna Lee, thank you for the promise. I'm going to get one of these. So I do appreciate using it on me. Welcome in for month number 22. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. PCB Amy, hello. AJ Daniels, what's up? Can of Biscuits. We got Lizzie, hello. Sending love and gentle hugs to all who need it tonight. Absolutely, Lizzie, love that message. Kansas, welcome in for month number 59. Thanks so much, Kansas. Appreciate it. And Can of Biscuits, thank you for the tier 2. Thank you so much. Welcome in for month number 32. I did not remember that photo of me is still an emote, but thank you for reminding me, Can of Biscuits. Good evening, Buckeye. Hello, Terra Teeth. Twitch for Laura in the building. What's up, Laura? Botswaz, thank you with the 53 months. Appreciate it. Little Miss Andre, what's good? Hello, Cool Rider. Jen Bro, thank you with the 12 months. Jen Bro here for a year now. Hell yeah, love that. Thank you. Musketeer, what's up? Red Wings in the building. We got Gina, Lori, what up? Valencia, hello and welcome in. As usual, the theme song makes me happy when I hear it. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Danny Becker, thank you for the promise of welcome in for month number 33. Hello. Debbie, welcome in. Rob says, I'm glad we had pure enjoyment from things Survivor and House of Villains to distract us from the other things this week. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you there. What up, Fractal? Hello, welcome in. Ben in the building, welcome and happy Friday to you as well. Lauren, welcome. I've now caught up with all of you in here. Braden says, let's go. Hell yeah, Braden. Chat and Hero, hello. You already know what we do on Fridays, but in order to, in case there's a new person around who's trying to get involved, a reminder, this is the pad. I hate that the Pooya Online is called PAL now. This is the pad. This is the one time a week where I get to talk to you uninterrupted with no other content going on. It's just me and you. Okay, so we have done this now for about getting close to 6 years. You can ask me anything you want. It can be about any of the shows I cover. It could be about any of the shows we all watch. It could be about any movie. It could be about literally anything. You want advice? I got you. You have questions about me you want to ask specifically? I got you. Sky's the limit. Please feel free and go ahead and do so. The form will be open for you to do so as well. Starting now. Exclamation advice if you would like to submit any questions tonight. Anonymously. But if you want to submit them publicly, you are well within your rights to do so and can do so directly through the chat. And as you can tell, I read everything in my chat, so nothing will go missing. One is the PAL. We recorded the PAL about an hour ago, so the PAL's probably going to drop tomorrow is the plans. Now, I'm a bit worried about Christian since this edit has been outstanding. Why are you worried about him? I wouldn't worry about him. Liv, thank you with the tier 1. Welcome back for number 64, like Nintendo. Appreciate it. Also, chat. This might not even work. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to have this. This might not even work, and I might end up being sleepy anyway, but we're going to crack it open. Hold on. Let me hit you with this. It's good. Musketeer says I'm behind on both Survivor and House of Villains, so I'm muting. Oh my god, Musketeer, no! Valencia, thank you for the gift. This up to Floppy Legs. Appreciate that. Floppy Legs, actually, I believe somebody I got to play Streamer Squares with a couple weeks ago. Wouldn't that keep you up too late? No. This will keep me up at maximum to like 2 a.m. My sleep schedule's been phenomenal this week, chat. I'm falling asleep and waking up in between like midnight to 8 a.m. without fail. Samantha, hello, welcome in. I've kind of shifted my sleep schedule rather successfully. And there's definitely good and bads about it. So, thank you, Lizzie. Thank you so much. DRT says, Streamer Squares was fun. I like when Midas was shocked to learn your age. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Tara. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was a fun opportunity to do a collab with other streamers, which I think counts towards our goals for the year. So I'm happy I was able to do it. Shout out Midas for the opportunity. And look at us now. We're here. We did well, too. I believe we won. So. Well done. What did I say? What do you say? Well done. Oh, for my sleep schedule? Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Yeah, it's weird. I've not had a good sleep schedule, chat, since probably like 8th grade. I feel like from like 10th grade on, I was staying up way too late and sleeping for like 4 hours a day. And then like taking a nap in the middle of the day. Or when I was in university, just staying up late, waking up late, and kind of been on that vibe. Even when I was working the morning shift at the bagel place, I would go to bed at like 2 a.m. and I'd wake up 6 a.m. to go to work, 6:30. So it was not good. Patty, thank you for the 64 months. Holy fuck. AZ with the 20 gifted. Thank you, AZ. God damn. AZ in the building. Thank you. Thank you. Let me say welcome into Not Bees, AJ, R-Dubs, Polly, North Steel, Unbreakabellis, Zudi, Sebames, Dime Store Beth, Repo, Ripper Rants, AM, Caveman, Malamar, Russ AZ, Chrissy, Lori Steele, Kate C, Nelrose, and Darking Rayleigh, who are not part of the Lesson 2 crew. Compliments of you, AZ. If you're in the chat and you just got a sub, throw a new emote that you have access to, show some appreciation, AZ, get the Lesson 2s in, and thank you, AZ, so much. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. AZ, thank you for your generosity. Also, Patty, thank you for your 64 months. Welcome back into the squad. Have you noticed the change in your sleep schedule affect any other areas of your life? Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm not awake as much as nighttime now, obviously. But I'm also not as I was about to say alone. And that's simply because like during the day, obviously if I message anybody, they're more likely to respond because it's not 3 a.m. But also for me, I feel like okay, so this is how I can explain it. You know how I'm like not really a morning person, like I need a couple hours to really wake up? Well, when I wake up at 8 a.m., that means by 10 a.m. I am a normal person. Before, I was not a normal person until like what felt like noon, sometimes 1, because I needed that buffer time. So not needing that buffer time now has been phenomenal. But also it means that I'm more useless now in the evenings than before. AZ wants Marps tonight. I believe we're doing Marps tonight. The way he has been in the episode so far when Christian has voted out a whole slew of people, including people who newly saw Christian, will be hugely disappointed. I'm hoping he's not voted out before the jury is being formed. I do not think he's going anywhere anytime soon. He's one of my contenders currently, I feel like. Happy Friday, Kellyanne. Welcome in, welcome in. Tom's in the building. Hello. Hope you're well. Haven't caught a pad in a few weeks since I've been working, miss y'all. I'm surprised you stayed awake. Well, that's rude. But also facts, because look what I'm cracking open at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. Good evening, Daisy. Welcome in. AZ, thank you so much. Thank you. Scott, son of Scott in the building. All right. Where's the next question in the form? Didn't want to call you out, but publicly, but the last isn't in the RSS podcast feed. I know there's a lot going on, but I just didn't know how else to point it out. Sending love and good vibes. Hey, appreciate it. If you're talking about like the feed, the reality recaps feed, that's not on me. If it's in it being in the PAL feed is on me. So if it's not on the PAL feed, I will take that for sure. Hold on. It's just so many extra steps. Hold on. Oh no, what the fuck? Thank you for the call out. What? Man, people, the fact that there's gonna be people that did not listen to the PAL this week now because of this. Well, thank you for pointing it out. I do appreciate that. Don't feel like that. That's not a call out to me. That is a active thing we need thing to me. Oh my god. All right, there we go. Now what's up? Let me see. It was such a fun episode. Hold on. Let me scroll up. The NHL trade deadline was today, or while they're looking good. Did they get any new people in, Tomster? I feel like Christian is either getting a Rob C here for a good time or not a long time, or is a contender. I'm hoping latter. We'll see. I feel less confident about my Tiffany winner pick. Yeah, Tiffany, I don't think is winning, unfortunately for you, AJ. Are you gonna have a Goose Goose lobby this week? Yes. We're back to regularly scheduled programming tonight. Not tonight, this week. Sorry. It's been such a fun episode. And Christian was a Sarb from beginning to end. He was cracking me up. It's incredible how all it takes is 1 week of television for me to be reminded that this person you got to play Goose Goose with all these weeks, you were a fan. Like, you started off as a fan of this person. And look at us now. Being a fan and shit. You're welcome for Nick. Oh yeah, this guy I know is a hockey player. Okay, thank you. Jenny, they were the 20 stream streak. Appreciate it. It's so weird having one show to keep my attention right now. Traitors since October. Now it's just gone. Now we're all on Survivor with a sprinkle of House of Villains. Which, by the way, House of Villains is en route for me to be one of the top shows of 2026. It's been so fun through 4 episodes. How long have I been muted? What's the last thing I said that you heard? HV's top of 2020s. Thank you, Taylor. Okay, so let's see. I talked about how now I sent the link for the podcast for anyone that missed it. Okay. And then I talked about how the Survivor's been top notch. And I talked about how I feel bad for the new era Survivors because I feel like through 2 episodes has been enough for a lot of people to be like, yeah, no, new era sucks. I'm all about that. Like, this is Survivor. I feel bad for them because I do think we just were so due for a returnee season, and for some reason we didn't get one for like 10 years or 10 seasons. And like, this should be a show to like, hey, you don't need to do all this other shit you are doing, but I just don't trust them to not do that. I do not trust. It's not New Era's fault. It's Jeff's fault, in my opinion. I also thank Thompson for the 5-stream streak. Sorry, I just got a Slack message. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Got a winner pick for House of Villains? I do not. I do not have a winner pick for House of Villains. But that's just because I don't look at the show like that, so it's hard for me to tell. I tried HOV, just couldn't get into it. That's fair. It's more silly, and I feel like if you know, this is similar with the Traitors. Like, if anyone's looking for like more strategy and inducing show, this isn't that show, but it's a good fun time. You know. AZ, thank you for the gifted sub to Nightbot, bringing Nightbot into the fold. Production didn't know the Christmas TV Gold, they wouldn't have included the pants incident. Right. Oh, did y'all hear me talking about how this person was a friend and now they're on like the Goose Goose stuff? Do you remember me talking about Christian and the Goose Goose stuff, or no? Was that when I was on mute also? No problem, Taylor. Take care. Has Surian and Ozzy played Survivor the most together? Yes. Easily. All right, now I'm catching up with all the muted stuff, which I think we'll catch up quickly because it was just a lot of y'all saying I was muted, which thank you. Into the most fun shit though. Hey, thank you, Scott. You recognized. Meg, welcome in. Thoughts on the Boomerang Idol twist? I like it. If it truly is a Billie Eilish idea, I like it also. I like the idea that you get to make a decision of, hey, do I want to use this idol to make a friend? Do I want to use this idol to predict who I think would not use it and go home with an idol in their pocket, which will come back to me? Or both? Stand up idea. Fun idea. I'm in. Regarding Devins and Christian hiding the idol at Tribal, didn't Jeff once say one season that they would never hide an idol there? Honestly, Jeff is a two-faced person, so that wouldn't surprise me if he has said that. That would not surprise me in the least bit. He's the one insisting they do this with 3 tribes of 6. Yep, same. I agree. How do you bide your time when you have a decision to make, but one of the factors in the decision is not in your control and you have to wait for that thing to happen before you can make a decision? Oh, so it's like you need this component to come in before you can complete the thing. I get what you mean. I think you do two things, right? Because typically every situation there's two scenarios, right? The good and the bad, let's say, or it's finished or it's not finished, right? So let's say run through both scenarios of, hey, let's say the decision is pass or fail, right? Play the scenario out. Okay, with everything I have, if it passes, what do I want to do? If it fails, what do I want to do? How do I feel about those things? Then through those two scenarios, and you obviously can make more scenarios out of that. With those scenarios, you can then see what you're doing and how you're feeling. You heard that? Okay. I did the math today, and they played together for 56 days. I stopped at day 6 of 50, since that's where they are at the end of the episode. No, there we go. Well, I would have just counted based on number of seasons they've been on together, but fair. I do think Colby and Jerry are close on a day standpoint. That's kind of nuts. Will we actually see William Eyelash in an episode, do you think? I do not think so. I'm loving the Christian content. I wish we had a bit more of Suri. I do not hate that either. The shortened season really changes the camp dynamics. Let's survive. Rizzo really highlighted that this week. If he had to be out there 39 days, I think his game would change. Yep. There's 26 days, 3 weeks and change, right? Rizzo just went through that 9 days before going back on Survivor. Whatever his conditions were there, he's like, I could do this for another 3 weeks. Fuck it. I just had 9 days of refresh. So of all people, like, it doesn't surprise me that Rizzo was like, nah, we're good off that. We don't need that. Marinian Review once again coming in to fact check the day. Appreciate Marinian. Says Jeff he said he didn't want to people messing up the set until Devins did it, right? He loves him some Devins, so of course he let it for Devins. Sorry, chat. I don't mean to be this way. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Boomerang idol might also give the incentive to burn used idol to fear might be a boomerang to someone they rather not have it. Granted, if you're out of the game, it doesn't really matter who it goes to. Right. I feel like if I have the idol, I have the fucking idol. I don't need to immediately use it. I could look at it, oh, bonus idol, let me use it. But I feel like it's the same worry as whether or not you found the idol or not, which is if I use it, will my threat level go up and people look at me more? It's possible. So. Lizzie, have a good night. There will be a lobby Sunday. Yes. Also like the editing this season. Have also been great. They're really making it interesting. It's been fun. And if we're being technical, Spencer and Tasha as well are in the 50s as well. Oh, snap. True. That's what I did. Waiting for word on being accepted into grad school or not. I'm working on my comic. All right. Now that's sorted. Sorry, just had a little bit of admin stuff in the background I have to sort out. We're good now. Now I'm uninterrupted here with the squad. That's what I did waiting on word for being accepted in grad school. Now I'm working on my comic, which is my plan. But if I don't get in, but part of me knows if I go too hard on the comic and do get accepted, I'll be when I have to slow down making it. I think always enjoy, like, do the things that give you, you know, passion, purpose, good feeling, positivity. If you then have to slow down, it doesn't mean you have to stop, and that's a good thing. But yeah, we're matched. Have you ever hated someone so much that when they touched your stuff, you wanted to throw it away? No, can't say that I have. I have had a moment or two where I'm like, this is a precious item to me and I don't like that this person interacted with it, but not enough to throw it away. I'm like, hey, like I've had stuff that is like from my childhood and stuff that I've taken with me to like Canada, and then like someone who I didn't really know would like make a comment on it or touch it, and I was like, don't like that you touched this. Like it was a part of my history and now you're involved. But not often has that happened. So, all right, shall we go to the forum for a couple now? I feel like we've missed the forum for a second. Hello, Pooya. I'm a huge sports fan my entire life, and I'm launching my own YouTube channel covering all things NBA, NFL, WNBA. Any advice on how to build a successful channel? YouTube is not exactly my forte. I'll tell you as a viewer what I've enjoyed. Consistency, so posting frequently, passion, and honestly, no filler. Actually, depending. For sports stuff, I'm a big fan of lists. I'm a big fan of top 10s. I'm a big fan of news. So depending on what kind of content you're trying to go into, how you want to incorporate those things, you know. But like I'll tell you, like for example, a lot of NBA content I consume is people drafting teams. So it'll be like we can draft one person from each decade for, you know, a position and stuff like that, or like top 10 best players, blah blah blah, top 10 most missed potential. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. But as far as like the creative side of things, creativity, passion, those are literally the two things you need, and like a decent camera and a microphone. But creativity, consistency, that's really the main two things. Cupcakes, thank you for the prime sub. Welcome in for month number 45. Appreciate you. Welcome in, welcome in. Soja, thing with a 50 stream streak. Appreciate it. I'm just good at thinking of people who have played together. That's your PhD. AJ says season 2 of AU Traitors is off to a fun yet frustrating start. Enjoy AJ. Scott from Omaha, go by many names. Many hats for Scott, son of Scott. This is Ozzy and Series' third time playing together. Is it only their third? No. No. Shit, was he not in? Oh, no, you're right. No, are you right? I don't think you're right. I think it's 4. Damn, okay. What did I think 4? You know, in my head, I put him in Panama, I think. In my head, I was in Panama also. But he was not. He was in the next season. Only 3 times is not that much then. I thought it was more. I knew he wasn't on Heroes Villain. For some reason in my head I was putting him in Panama. Cassicus, thank you with the prime sub. Welcome back from 1 number 20. Appreciate it. I decided not to throw it away because I've spent hours on the project, but it's been tainted. Aw, jinx. Maybe in your mind, try and rewire the timing of it all. Like, rewire the memories associated with it. Think about who you are as a person, where you were as a person when you made this thing or when you created this thing. Not so much the person that got involved. It's so wild that Rizzo is getting a rep of not having a strong work ethic while carrying the responsibility of being a first-gen American, because he said before how he has to support his family. I think he use it. Yeah, he like helped his family do so much, but just because he won't pick up 5 bits of wood and carry them over to the fire, he's lazy. Thank you, End here. Appreciate it. Mecca made Will, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The Ravens just traded for Max Crosby. Who? And that's a good thing, right? We're excited that we have him. He's hype. Yes. Thank you. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Do I like EDM music? I like all music, Mecca. I dabble in a lot of different things. I dabble in quite a few different things. All right, next question in the form. Remember the fucked up sleep schedule here? What has worked best for you to get normalized? Honestly, if you saw me through those 2 weeks where I struggled, it's just habitually fixing your schedule. If you're a Ravens fan, Norse, I am. So that's good. Basically, it was just moving the needle a little bit by little bit. So you can try and do... Mecca, 2 things. One, I don't love a immediate pop in to promote your own stuff. 1. 2, I'm staunchly against the use of AI for music. Staunchly. So unfortunately, I will not be listening to your song, but I hope you understand why. But yeah, so for me with the sleep schedule, it's go to bed, try and go to, like, you can do the all-nighter gambit, but I think you can easily fall back into the fucked up sleep schedule again. It doesn't take much. I think it was basically I had to be tired for a while, and I ended up doing a two what's it called? 2 sleeps a day method, where I would be asleep from like either like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., then again from like 2 p.m. to 6 a.m., or usually I'd be asleep by like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then again from like 6 a.m. to 4 a.m. And then that kind of like started rotating more and more and more until I hit the right balance for it. So it was just a lot of movement, a lot of little adjustments like that until I got to a place where it worked. And it stuck. It was not easy, mind you. Not easy at all. New Survivor viewer here. How does the jury work? Is everyone on it or just the final X amount? It's the final X amount. If you're a Big Brother fan, it's kind of like the same jury situation there. I don't know what the number of jurors is going to be for this big ass season, but yeah, there's going to be a certain cutoff point, usually closer to the midway point, where like the final, if it's the final 3, like the final 9 to like 11 people could end up being on the jury, depending again on the season. So James and Amanda are also 3-timers. See, I didn't even clock that. They were 3-timers so quickly too. Like 3 times in the span of like 5 seasons. If you could redo the draft right now, who would your first pick be? I would pick Suri. I would pick Christian. Colby's not a bad pick either, low-key. But Christian or Suri are easy 1 and 2 for me right now. I am sad because I do think if Kyle stayed, my feelings for Genevieve would be a lot stronger. I'm worried for Genevieve. Are there any fan votes left? I can't remember what's left other than Final Four challenge. I don't remember any of the things we voted on in Hero. Speaking of music videos, I saw Eric Noun's video this morning where he had a few people from the Traitors. What did you think about it, Rob? Christian had a crappy start? I don't know. I feel like Christian got good content. Genevieve is cooked, yes. Are we talking about the swap tribes? Sure, we can. We can, if y'all want to. Literally crappy? How dare you? I do see what you said. I missed the pun. I missed the pun completely there, Scott. Kobe winning this thing would be one of the most hee ha ha ways this could end. Honestly, am I nuts for thinking the audience has a very strong team? I felt a lot better about the audience's team after episode 1. Not as strongly now for like Stephanie on that team, but Coach and Rizzo is not a bad two to have. DVG Trio reunited is so funny. Yeah. So to your point, Red Wings mentions they are 5 days from the midpoint of the season and there are 21 players still in the game. Do we think we're about to end up in a wild situation where we lose one person from each tribe? One of these like cycles? Like could episode 4 be in an insane boo, all of you are going to tribal, individual immunity for each tribe, 3 people are safe, and then everyone else is gonna, one of people is gonna leave from every tribe. What about that? Because they need to start doing doubles. Or maybe even a triple. They need to start pushing more people out. They do not have time. They do not have time. Triples is better. I mean, I think it's a very engaging episode if you have 3 different tribal councils and 3 different builds up to a tribal council. More than any journey could. Can we talk about the fact that there are 24 people? Why are we wasting so much time on, hey, these 2 people went to an island to play Tetris? Why do we need to do that? Why? It's still a 26-day season. Yeah, for some reason we couldn't run 39 on this one. So, yeah. Next question in the forum is, have you ever thought about streaming games with viewer/community? It would be fun and more engaging with the community. I think that there's a couple of reasons why. I think first of all, my community is well vetted, meaning that my concern isn't that, you know, someone's going to jump into a game and like yell slurs. We don't have that, especially if we go through the channel of like, hey, we're setting it up through Discord and then we'll stream it. That's possible. Now, as far as streaming games with the community, we've done that a couple of times and it's gone fine. I just don't stream often enough where that would be part of the scheduling. So I stream twice a week, 3 times a week sometimes. And in those situations, I wouldn't end up prioritizing doing a game night with like doing a community game night as part of it, just because also community game night can be very limiting. I feel like that's the other issue. For example, we have a community right now. There's about 100 of you in here, right? Most games at its max, we can get 15 other people in here. Now, let's say half the audience does not want anything to do with playing. They would like to watch only, right? That leaves us with 50. That's 15 spots only available. It's a little bit tough. Then there has to be rotations. I feel like it's a lot more work than you'd imagine to pull something off like that. But with that being said, I'm not opposed to this idea. And I think it's definitely something we would do in a long form stream. Like if we did another 12-hour stream, 24-hour stream, I think these are times where we can definitely utilize into doing something like this. Marbles is a good choice for this because as many competitors can be in it at once. This is true. Jenga. Yes, my bad. Not Tetris, Jenga. I'm surprised only one person has gone per episode. I know, right? We needed to know about Savannah's block of vote. That was important to include and has a huge impact on the season for sure. You know what's funny about that is that I didn't even clock it till just this moment that, yes, Savannah ends up going home without using it. But I guess we had to know she had it so that it would make sense why she was being targeted, perhaps. Maybe they're specifically doing challenges to force medevacs to make it. Oh my God. I feel like this past episode would have been a double boot if Kyle didn't get medevaced. They probably planned for 21 for the swap. I could see that. I could absolutely see that, Red Wings. Unless we're playing in a 3-hour Gardic phone. Unless we're playing a 3-hour Gardic phone, then it's just an endurance challenge for everybody involved. We saw how upset Jake's tribe was, so we decided to really play it up. All right. Next question in the forum. Y'all got some questions in the forum tonight. Okay. Outside the pad and Goose, do you have any plans to add a third stream to your weekly stream schedule now that the Traitors is over? Great segue after what we just talked about. Chat, let's talk about it. Let's add a third stream into the rotation. What does that look like? Now, there's a couple of directions we can go with this. First of all, another game night could be fun. Like we did Peak for a while. I think something in that way should be the move or could be the move. We could do Peak. We could bring back Double Date Night, which Topher ran to the keyboard to type out. Respect. A Double Date Night return with Jenny and Phil would be amazing. Although now we'll say, can we pull that off? Actually, we should be able to pull that off with House of Villains because House of Villains doesn't drop till Friday. So I think we should be able to. I have to ask the other three. But we could potentially do that. I think that would be my ideal, is to do a game night with some crew, or do we bring back the tier list, chat? What are your thoughts on the tier lists? Would you be open to that, the return of the tier list? Is that something you'd be interested in? I think additionally, I would like to bring back an RP streamer too. I think that there's been so much going on with RP that I would love for you to learn about and see. There's been a lot more RP stuff going on, and not with Ism. Low-key, Ism is dead. Like, not dead, but Ism has not been in the city properly for a month. Easy. It's all about Oxford now. Oxford is the owner of a record label. Oxford is a co-owner of the weed shop now. Oxford's big chillin'. So, do I bring back RP? I feel like that's a thing to do. Memories, I've been catching you. Well, I'm in lurk mode. I've been catching you in the other streams. I'd like that you've been enjoying the RP. I won't put anything against you to stream more. Hey, Tomster, that's what's up. I like the Double Day Night and or RP. Yeah, and I think that RP would have to be during the earlier day. Like, it would have to be like a 2 p.m. start time or 3 p.m. start time. Because of the fact that that's when the server is really active. So potentially I can bring that back once a week. Get you a little bit more. A month in game or out of game? Both. I miss RP. I know, Tara. I know. And I've been RPing daily. I've been on the RP grind daily. Tier lists are fun. Hell yeah, Bob. Bob, what kind of tier list? If you had to recommend a tier list right now, what tier list would we do? It's funny to me that Ism is dead when you were reluctant to make a second character to begin with. Yeah, because I knew this would happen. I was like, I don't want to make a second character and then like have to split my time between the two. And I'm not splitting time between the two. One of them just gone. Granted, he's gone because it's a lot harder to do news stories when there's a lot of gangs. And gangs don't really want to be on the news, you know? But I like a quick tier list within a different stream. Oh, like the ones we've done on the pad, for example. Like those kind of tier lists. Saturday of the week is your extra stream day. Get like 4 ideas where you rotate between. Then like it's one tier list a month, one double date a month, etc. A little bit for everyone. Like every second Thursday we do tier list. Every third Thursday we do this. That's not a bad way to go about it, Sam. I've had the thought of tier listing ranking Survivor BB seasons. That could be fun. That could be controversial, but that could be fun. And that could be a bit of a bigger one. Like I could get what if I got like Peridium, Dwight, and Chappelle. Peridium, Dwight, Chappelle for Survivor. And then I got Lavina. Peridium could be on both, to be honest, but Lavina, Matt Lagori, Amon for Big Brother. And Scally. That could be a good shout. And for the purposes of the rankings, I would include BB Can for the Big Brother one, but I wouldn't include AU for the Survivor ones. Survivor's already going to be fucking 50. 50. 50. What about the news? RJ fan, the news is quiet. Also, it's hard to do the news when your boss isn't even there. Her name is on the news name and she ain't around. Ism's been around more than fucking Gil Swallows has, I'll tell you that much for free. But yeah, I bought $100,000 car with Ism and then didn't show up again. You sound excited about RP and I haven't seen it yet. I would like to check it out. I love RP. I love RP so much. I enjoy it so much. It's been such a fun creative outlet for me. Like in a beneficial way. I've been making music with Oxford. And that's been fun. I enjoy making music. I didn't realize how much I'd enjoy making music. I was working on this song yesterday? No, day before. It's the new song that I'm working on. It's a minute. I've got a minute's worth of music right now. And if you're on the VOD, you're not going to hear it. But hey, when you're here live, you hear this stuff. So it's just fun to do stuff like that. Which part is a Survivor reference, Tomster? Probably, honestly, on a subconscious level, probably. Other Sam is just hanging on the pad. Archie's a great group. Yo, the amount of RHAP folk that are always in here genuinely brings joy to my heart. So I do appreciate y'all being here. Rank the Traitors breakfast foods. Do we have more than 4 items, Bob? Because, spoiler alert, boiled eggs, last place. Bin 'em. I didn't even think of inviting other people. Now you're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Yes. Oh, that was the song? There we go, Scott. That was really good. Thank you. I've spoken. No. Are we RHAP people in the pad or pad people that go to RHAP? I think once you're here long enough, I consider you to be less than 2 crew folks that listen to RHAP, even though probably RHAP came first, which because it always did for all of us. But yeah. Thank you. I'm getting better with music. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting better now. Rank the survivors who have played 100 plus days, including AU. Topher, if I could get that list, that would be a great one to do also. And we have a lot of survivor friends to talk about that with. You're all good people. Thank you, Scott. Less than 2 forever. Hey, little Masadi, thank you. Absolute Audacity tier list edition. Instead of takes, an anonymous tier list of categories plus 5 or 6 items. Easy ones to fill out appear, and everyone susses out who made it. Oh. That's a fun idea, Vinyl. So it could be like, oh, who the fuck would put salt and vinegar chips in F tier? Who's putting that in Binham? Tomster, how many players are on that list total? Vinyl, that's a great... Vinyl, can you put that in the feedback form just so I have it in memories and like logged somewhere? If possible. Bob, how you been? It's been a minute. I was only half paying attention to the whole idol hiding thing at the end of the episode. What exactly was the reasoning behind it? I'm too scared to ask anyone. I got you, friend. The idea is that they could use it in a pinch, because if you find an idol at tribal, that might panic people into not voting you. So if you're like, I need people to think that I have an idol, you just, oh my God, yes. And then everyone's like, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? We don't vote him now. Tribal goes live and you're probably going to switch targets. That's probably what the idea is. The other idea that's also funny is the idea that someone else finds it in the interim. That could be comedy also. But I think the first reason is why they're doing it. Thank you, Vinyl. Appreciate it. 17 between two. Oh, 17 is perfect number for a tier list also. I'd also include George from AU, who is sitting at 99. See, but if we don't include him, isn't that funny? We're like, nope, you didn't make it. 70 to get 100 this season, I think. I mean, we could wait until the season's over to do it. It is mostly because you put up with my incoherent rambling. That is why I am less than 2 for hell yeah, Easy. Thank you. And you're not as incoherent as you think, by the way. I've been good. Hell yeah. I miss being around. I'm happy you're around, Bob. I'm happy you're around. Listen, life gets busy. So when you're around when you are, I do appreciate it. Do you have any brightly colored hats? I have a red hat, which for obvious reasons I have stopped wearing. But most of my hats are just black because I don't like bright colored clothing, like not clothing, but like hats, because they can get, when they get dirty, they show it. And I don't like that. Not that like I keep wearing a dirty hat, but what I mean is that if I wear a hat and I'm out and then there's a stain on it, now there's just a stain on this hat and I can't hide it. At the very least, a darker colored hat doesn't get dirty like that. It was a fever dream. It really came and went so quickly. And here's Rob Roush out here getting Birkins and shit, just big chillin'. I think he'll end up on more shows. I think the money, as much as he said he's ready to like go into the abyss, money talks. So Kobe and Gojo hit on 50. Oh, there we go. Oh, Stephanie also can hit 99 only. Well, Sister Union, to be clear. Oh, see, you should have been clear because I gave you the answer for the other one. I mean, the problem is Rob's not enough of a villain to be on House of Villains, even though that'd be fun to have him there. I think we can see Rob back on season 5. I genuinely still do hold that belief. Especially because I think, no offense to the Faithfuls this season, but they didn't quite stick out like that. So I think that's good for Rob. Rob's odds. And also, I'm still not, I think Rob's journey with Survivor isn't completely closed either. I could see, especially with how successful these last 2 episodes have been, I think the 50s are about to have quite a few returning seasons. If you had to design a Survivor Advantage idol twist named after yourself, what would it be? Let's see, the Pooya. Ooh, what would the Pooya Advantage be? I would say I would like, oh, could you imagine? No, that would ruin the game. I don't want that. But my immediate thought was, what if we had an advantage where you got to pick a person and their vote becomes public? So, for example, it would be, they'll be like, all right, I can confirm that this is Aubrey's vote. Aubrey voted for blank. But also, that's not that big of an advantage. If it's advantage with my name on it, I want it to be a big advantage. But a fun one. Just how, okay, it's an idol. Okay, it's an idol. But this idol. Okay, yes. The Pooya idol is 3 pieces. Okay, it's 3 pieces. You can only use this idol after you break it off and give the other 2 pieces to a person each from the other tribe. What the other 2 will not know is that until you play your idol, no. Yeah, they can't play their idol until you have played yours or you're out of the game. So then if they use it anytime before you're out of the game, Jeff will be like, this is not an idol, and toss it in the fire. That could be fun. Because, hey, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. I just got a free idol. What's the catch, though? What do you mean I just got given an idol? And wait, what do you mean me and Jelinski both got an idol from this guy? The Pooya idol. Never as it seems. Rob R was amazing. Okay, Bob. R-Dub's out here using the sock Pooya. Y'all really keeping the sock Pooya thing alive, huh? Simon can hit 100. Hey, fingers crossed for Simon then. I feel Survivor is done, but Traitors just getting started for him. I truly have no info. If I did, I just wouldn't say anything, but that's where my gut is saying. Yeah, I agree with you, Sam, but then I think if Survivor sends an invite, I think Rob says, okay, sure. And then if they have him, they have him. If they don't, he's not going to lose sleep over it. You know what I mean? That's my thought, at least. Pooya wrap off. Have to go to camp. Come up with a diss track. Whoever does the best gets a date with Pooya. I mean, an idol. A stream idea could be for the crew to submit hypotheticals for a show. Then you could go through them and discuss how you'd handle it. Oh my God. Okay. So you're not going to believe this. My first ever, after we did So You Think You Can podcast, Rob sent an email out to the participants, myself included, and said, hey, loved what I saw here. If you ever have any ideas, send them my way. And if we have any projects ever for you, we'll let you know. And I was like, cool. I pitched an idea to Rob, and the show was called Scenarios. The pitch I had was we would go through different Big Brother scenarios that have happened, and we would play backwards and go back. Basically, it's like you put yourself in a DeLorean, you're going back in time. How does this person fix this move to now be successful? Or how does this person navigate out of this tough spot successfully? And that was the idea I had. I was like, that could be fun, because I do love speculative conversation, which is why I do well with the Traitors, because it's like all speculative. But then also I thought it would be a fun way to, revisit history and talk about former seasons more. I don't remember how or where it went. I think it just came down to that wouldn't, at the time, I don't think Rob saw that as a show that would make sense. But for a stream idea, it's phenomenal. So I do like that. Stream idea is the crew to submit hypotheticals for a show, and then you can discuss them. So y'all give me scenarios of like, hey, you're in the final 18. This just happened. What do you do? Go. And I just have to improvise what I would do. Right? I think that's good. That's a good idea. Can you put that in the feedback form as well? Please. And thank you. Kellyanne. How much do you think being good at Traitors translates to other games like Survivor Big Brother? I think if you're good at the Traitors, that means you're strong socially. I think my measure of how good of a player you are on that show is how good your social game is. So for example, Rob Roush, great socially. Candace, I thought was really good socially. Had a lot of people behind her, except for Rob. I think being good socially matters the most. So if you're a social player, I think you can do well on Survivor or Big Brother. I think what you cannot do is treat the Survivor like the Traitors or Big Brother like the Traitors, because that's not going to work. But if you have those raw talents, then yeah, you'll be fine. Will you ever do another 24-hour stream? I believe I will. Maybe not the first half of this year. Maybe not till June 1st. Maybe I want to do it for the 6-year anniversary, or maybe I want to do it for partner anniversary end of the year. But I do have on my list of goals one more 24-hour stream. So we'll see. The Pooya push, when someone uses an advantage, the person sitting to their left gets the benefit to play of the play rather than the user. Wow. Stop fighting stock Pooya is funny. Never. Did you hear about the buzzing noise in New Haven? I heard about it on TikTok lately and thought about you guys. I know you're not here anymore. What was it, little Miss Andre? I have not heard about this. Sock Please Part of Your Lord written by Chappelle, and I will never forgive Chappelle for it. Flinzel, thank you for the 21 months. Hope you are doing well. Welcome in. Welcome back in. Why did Donnie have to be canceled? Rob C was so close to being on that. I literally think Rob would have been on there. I think Rob would have been on there if there was one more season. I do. I genuinely do. Do you see the video of Sharon asking the BB player, 50 players if they'll play BB? I did see it circulating. It doesn't surprise me that most of them said no. That's the smart answer, is to say no. A 24-hour stream, but your sleep cycle just got regulated, which is why it's not going to be anytime soon. I would literally have to fuck up my sleep schedule to be able to do that again. I think. Let's see. Topher, would you recommend a moving company for me after 6+ months of unemployment? I got a job in Florida. It's a big long distance move, and I have a week to pack help. Oh my fucking god. Topher, I can absolutely help you. I can do so by messaging Liana. For the moving company we used to move here. That is the only one I can recommend because I don't know any others, but we had a very positive experience with them. So I feel comfortable recommending them to you. I think anyone in this community knows that once Taryn had his nightmare move scenario, all of us got spooked to shit at the idea of doing a move. So... and congratulations on the job. Rover's always behind cans, at least a stabber in the back. Right. Just a low-key buzzing that's noticeable, especially at night, affecting people's sleep and stuff. Oh, interesting. Who's the first to get voted out of each swap tribe on 50? Let's see. Let me look at the tribes again. I know Mike Bloom posted it, right? Mr. Mike Bloom. Let's see. Okay, from New Sela, which has Charlie, Suri, D, Jonathan, Camilla, Rick, and Rizzo. Huh. I don't love Charlie's spot in that group. I can't lie to you. I feel good about Rizzo making a connection on this tribe, I think. I think Charlie should be worried. New Callow. Okay, also let's talk about New Vatu. It's Q. It sucks, but it's Q. New Callow, Aubrey, Chrissy, Coach, Colby, Genevieve, Joe, and Tiffany. Could be Joe, could be Aubrey. Aubrey has an idol though, so let's say Joe. Thank you. Hey, no worries, Topher. Just read on socials that NBC fined Candace $50K for a breach of contract due to comments she made about Traitors castmates publicly. $50K? Chat, if any of you have applied for civilian Traitors, do not talk about it. Do not talk about your cast members. Just wait for the season to be done. Because I don't think any normal person is going to afford a $50K fine. I love a Survivor BB season, make it 39 days, see how people do. That could be interesting. A person leaves every 3 days. 50 kids like a Birkin, nothing new to her. I was explained the way a Birkin process to get a Birkin works. I don't love it. I do not love it. Suri thinks Corey is out there. Similar to the Sonara's idea, another stream idea could be for people to submit new twist ideas for the show. So maybe twist for our twist, then you could have to rank either you'd be intrigued to see them play or you would hope it never happens. Honestly, I like that as an idea for the pad. If you ever have ideas to put them in the form. I'm excited for the Data vs. Goliath reunion tribe. It should be fun, right? Probably Genevieve, Aubrey, probably idols for out. Don't break my heart, Tomster, please. I think this week is a double tribal. They need to start removing people, so that wouldn't surprise me. What would be your Birkin, Pooya? Ooh, fuck. Like, hey, buy this for me to make me feel better about you being a dick to me. Honestly, is it too simple to be like a new PC? Because I would like a new fully decked out PC, but that's like, even at its highest end for me would be like, what, $3,000 maybe? Still a lot cheaper than a Birkin. Still way too cheaper than a Birkin. Because all the other parts of my computer are fine. I just do think a new PC would be not bad, or change some components of the PC, basically. You think I want that to happen? No. Well, not me neither. Just let's not manifest that. You know? So just a heads up, we just got to the last question in the form. So if you have a new question, please put it in the form. I don't get the desire for breaking the ugly. I've always felt this way about any item of clothing, basically, and or accessory. I'm like, once it crosses past a certain amount, I'm like, why? I feel like I could have achieved this feeling with a cheaper alternative. Like, I would ask Rob Roush to buy me 35 hoodies. Is that too much to ask? $3,500 hoodies? No. I said 30. I'm reasonable. 35. This person said you probably don't want to talk about it, which I'm going to choose to share it with y'all. But I hope you and your family are okay and our thoughts are with you. Y'all already know when it comes to streaming, I like to keep this, like, I know the world is a very scary place for a lot of us, and I know it can be rough pickings. So I do know that for a lot of us, we come into this streaming side of things to chill, to hang out, to forget, and I would like to maintain that. Obviously with the pad, we sometimes do answer questions that are a little bit more not harsher, but a little bit more themes and topics that are a little bit more, I was about to say harsh, but that's not what I'm trying to look for. They're deeper, right? They're deeper. They're a little bit more emotionally driven. They're a little bit more serious. Serious is a great word to use in this scenario. With regards to giving people advice. But let me quickly talk to you about what's going on with my life here. And we don't have to do a lot. I can just speak on it and we can go to any other question. So feel free to put them in the form, exclamation advice. Jen coming in with the raid. Thank you, Jen. Microwave crew, welcome. And hope y'all are doing well. Welcome. Coming in at what could be a little bit of a serious talk, but not that long of a serious talk. So we'll see. Vulnerable is a good word also, Stephanie. Welcome in, Microwave crew. I feel it's serious. Yes, serious. Do you think Iran boycott the World Cup? I don't know. If they do, my tickets are fucked. So that's one thing. But no, so to get serious with you for a second. So I finished stream on Friday with you. Then Saturday hits. And I get word that the US have attacked Iran. Not the first time it's happened in the past year, mind you. And for those of you who don't know, while I am American, I have family in Iran. My parents are both Iranian. In fact, my mom and my dad live in Iran now. They moved back from Dubai a couple of years ago. My mom lives in Tehran, the capital city of Iran. So since that day, since Saturday, just double checking something. Since Saturday, internet's been down. I haven't been able to send a single message to my parents. And whilst I feel decently about the idea that my mom is safe, my dad's safe, my mom's in the capital city. I don't know what's going on. I don't have a good idea of the lay of the land to be like, oh, this place is safe. She's safe. I have no idea. Thankfully, she's called me for like, what, 57 seconds? I got to hear her voice just to tell me she's okay. And then that's it. And I was having a lot of complicated feelings about it all on Saturday. A lot of complicated feelings. I can't even begin to unpack how weird I was feeling on Saturday. And Saturday we were supposed to go to the game, the football game, and we're supposed to have our fun day out. And I was trying really hard to not bring that vibe down by having all these thoughts in my head. So I tried to process everything. Part of the reason also why I was like, you know what? No goose this week. I'm fine with that. We'll take it off. I was happy it was off. So then, you know, processing and going through my feelings and everything, I was just like, listen, I just need my parents to be okay. Now, I haven't heard from my dad, but my dad doesn't live in that city, so I think he's fine. I think he's just internet's out. My mom was the one I was worried about. My mom called me, so that's all good. Now, obviously, I don't talk about this stuff on stream. I don't really talk about this stuff anywhere. And it's because it's a complicated topic for me. It's a very sensitive topic for me because of the fact that my parents are linked to it all. So I can sit here and be upset about it, which, let's face it, there's a level of upsetness inside for sure. But I also do streaming stuff. I also do these things for my own enjoyment, my own little bit of distraction, my own bit of fun. So that's why I opt not to bring it in. Now I answered it here because someone asked, but also because I feel like I do want to share. I have always used the pad to share with you how I feel about things. Sometimes it's lighthearted topics, fun topics. Sometimes it's very complicated topics. And I do appreciate every single person who has messaged me in the last week. I have seen your messages. But also I feel like sometimes I try very hard to like get things out of my mind. And sometimes these messages like that will like bring it right back into the forefront. But at least now you know where I'm at, what's been going on and everything there. So thank you for letting me share, chat. Appreciate you. I'm going to take a quick sip of this. Thank you so much, It. Appreciate it. Yo, did Russ also launch a raid in here? Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Welcome in, Russ. Appreciate y'all both being in here. Thank you for listening, chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Christian. It in the building. It, welcome back in. It's been a minute. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy. I was so relieved. I heard from my mom. So I hadn't heard from her since Thursday. And then I heard from her. Yeah, I heard from her 56 seconds on Sunday. I've not heard from her since. So I've not heard from her in about a week now. But I believe my sister gets in contact with her almost, tries to at least every couple days. So I know she's doing okay. Daisy, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome back from month number 15. I understand, Jinx. Thank you, Cannabis. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much. Owie, thank you for the prime. Welcome in for month number 44. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, chat. Mr. WWW Wizard. Sorry, WW Wizard. Not 3 W's and then Wizard. 2 W's and a Wizard. Thank you for the prime. So appreciate using one prime on me. Welcome in. Tomster with the 5 gifted. Relax, Tomster. Thank you, Kenzie. It, Aaron, Miss Pisces, and sadly not part of the crew. Compliments of you, Tomster. Thank you so much. So doing more about you and your friend. Would it be better not to message? I would say that I'm fine if you message. I have no problem with you messaging. But if I don't reply to your message, or if I then don't open the messages, specifically these messages, just know it's for my own mental than anything. I can read them when I'm up for it. Exactly. Because, you know, sometimes it's important to also be reminded of the care and love that does exist in the world. You know what I mean? Which I think messages like that do give you. What do you mean, calm down? I said, calm down, Tomster. Hey, Miss Pisces, hell yeah. All right, we got one more question in the form since. Not sure if this has been discussed a little bit, but what has much been happening in GTRP? I know you don't really stream it anymore, but I've noticed other people are like, hey, haven't really been either. Is the server really quiet? Have you been playing off stream? It's been quite the opposite. So Kay has not been streaming it either, but we have been very active. So basically what happened was, and I mentioned this earlier, Ism the news reporter, that character is very quiet right now and has not been waking up. Oxford has. Oxford is the rapper / now record label owner / weed shop owner. Oxford was in a gang a couple of weeks ago. That gang has disbanded and is now part of a brand new gang. And now has, like I said, 2 businesses he's running. And Ox has become a part of the community big time. One of my songs is in the loading screen for the server every time you load into the game. And it has been very fun. I'm actually considering bringing back a stream again once a week for Oxford for y'all. So that would be fun to do, because especially those streams would not interfere with our weekly stuff, because those would be like 3 p.m. Eastern to do. So yeah. AZ Thing of the 5 gifted. Chris Rat, Sporty, Athelia, Rachel, and Teresa here. Compliments of the one and only AZ. If you're in the chat, please throw some emotes. Thank you. Isn't using your winnings to purchase a gift to a fellow contestant breach of contract? I don't know what the rules are with like Peacock. That could be different with Peacock. I don't know. Also, I guess technically, because it wasn't promised until after the show, is it different? It might be different then. You can't discuss it on the show. They shut that shit down on the show. But what happens after? I don't think they can monitor, right? Maybe. So. Yes, Ism. Yeah, Ism. Sadly, Ism's not been around as much. Bob, thank you for the 60 months. Bob, appreciate it. Joining the pad has been a while. Dupree's Gal, welcome back in. Happy you're back again, Dupree's Gal. Everything's been going well. Thankfully, we've been blessed here. I have to get up early, so I love you all. I'm thinking of you all. May you and your loved ones stay safe. Thank you, Jinx. Have a good night. I've missed the RP streams, you or K. Yeah, I would love to, like I said, bring it back like once a month could be a shout. Once a month, shoot, once a week could be a shout from me. Is RP everything you hoped it'd be? Congrats on achieving your goal. It's been phenomenal. I will say it's had ups and downs. It's actually been the most fun and active in the last month for me. It's been so much fun. I've been excited to load in daily. I've been doing music. I showed y'all some music earlier. I showed you a sampler. I have plenty of other songs now. I think with Oxford, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 songs that I've made since doing RP with Oxford. That's 8 songs in what, 2 months? It's not bad. 3 months, I think. Melissa, thank you for the 64 months. Appreciate you. Thank you. I have to head out. Good night, Scott. Take care. Thank you for being here. Hacks with the 26 months. Appreciate it. Would love a weekly stream. Lil Leaf, I think I can make it happen. So it would be okay. So I think now we're about to go to Spring Forward this weekend, right? So I think then it would be 3 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Eastern would be the start time for those streams. It would be a 4 p.m. start time Eastern. And depending on what we do on Thursdays, I think it would end up being a Tuesday or Wednesday for the RP. What do you say? Are you in for that? Music Man, links where? I've not shared this before, but I can share it now. Some of the music is on, we have a different YouTube channel now for the record label. Hold on. Those songs are now, a lot of the songs are not available publicly. They're in my YouTube channel, but they're private links. But a couple of them are available now on Hold on. This YouTube channel. Why the fuck can I not find? Oh, it's very hard to find. All right, let me just get the link from this side. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. That's the YouTube channel for the record label where we're trying to put all the songs in there. So if you want to listen to any of the songs, check it out there. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Please and thank you. I'll be at Tuesday or Wednesday. I think probably makes the most sense. You don't have to chat with us. We just want to watch. I think I'm learning that, Musketeer, that for GTRP, it's I'm allowed to just let you get immersed, you know? Ox album when? It's almost ready, basically. The name's Oxford and the album's name's Education, so that makes sense. Oh, you're right. Survivor is Wednesday night. You're absolutely right. Tuesday makes the most sense then. Tuesday makes the most sense. There we go. It's the fun when you pop up in other streams. They love your speaking. Oh, memories, they really do. And I'm like, is that my voice or the mic that you like? Which one is it, you know? And then I got to lean into it once they're like, hey, I like your voice. I'm like, oh, you really do, huh? I have to lean into it at that point. It's an opening. Mid-weekday sounds like a good time for RPing. Hell yeah, then let's lock it in. Let's try to make Tuesdays a thing. And I will say off top, it's very hard to promise good content for RP because you never know. It might just be a dead day, right? But, we'll see. And like, I'm excited to show you a new character because y'all have never met Oxford. Never. Never, ever, ever. This will be your first time. Some of you have through other streams, but not through my content before. I think everyone knows the fluctuation of content. It's true. It's true. After Survivor, we could do it Wednesdays. It's a good shout. Then we'll have the option of rotating if we need to. Will there be any interviews with the final 6 of the Traitors? Yes, I may have recorded one today. So be on the lookout. I don't know when that's going to drop, though. I'll be honest. I just know I recorded it today. I was there. You look really sexy today. Shout out to Liana for locking you down. Psh, relax. Relax. It's true, though. It's true, though. She locked me down early. Rob said Tara on the Q&A today. Well, fucking hell, Rob. Can nothing be a secret no more? What is the server name again for the other POVs? It's Resilient RP. If you look up Resilient RP, one word on Twitch, you'll find during the day you'll find other people streaming it. So everything twice, but if I didn't get an answer, speaking of songs, is Spray Bottle Anthem available to drop a sound drop for? You know what? You know what? Give me 1 second. Do I have it somewhere?
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
But am I dead?
We should have known. We should have known after I made that I was going to do well in music stuff. The potential was there. We just hadn't tapped into it. Oh, we have to give a reason why we called an audible and change the Q&A anytime. Gotcha, Sam. Gotcha. Is your dad old enough that he's aged out of the actor? Yeah, he is. My dad, old. My dad is, let me do the math real quick. My dad's like 76. Can I request GPT energy next? I can play it in the background for sure. And this is my music, by the way. You're almost there? Okay. Relax, Tomster. I'm not. Also, we're caught up in the form. If anyone wants to put a form question in, now's the time. I should have played this when that guy earlier tried to get a song played here. We're doing marbles respawning. We will. Also, Oxford's lyrics are pretty filthy. Also, that reference ages me a lot, but I don't think anyone's caught onto it in the server. That one. Yep. William Hung. Mm-hmm. I mean, the beat, no. The beat I got on YouTube, there's a lot of producers and creators that put out free beats for people to use. As long as you're not monetizing the music, which I'm not. That's why none of my music's on Spotify. YouTube only. But then, yeah, that's where I find the beats, and then all the other work I do. I don't know how to make beats. That's like my one thing I'm missing in my arsenal. But yeah, I think I'm one of the older people in the server. I think most people are like 25, 26-ish range. Some people are late 20s. Some people are early 30s. I'm one of the older folks at 34. I hope so, Wizard. Thank you. Fingers crossed for both of us. Okay. Tomster's 21 now, by the way? Keep in mind, that's why Tomster keeps throwing jabs out. Who is the only contestant to compete in 3 different season finales without spending any time on Edge of Extinction? 3 season finales without spending any time on EOE. See, the phrasing of that makes me think that it's someone who was on a season with EOE on it. Or not. I was about to say Amanda. I don't think it's Amanda. What's up, Parv? wasn't Aussie. What was the question? Who is the only contestant to compete in 3 different season finales without spending any time on Edge of Extinction? You're not old? That's what I'm saying, Jen. I'm a young 34. You're not old. Tomster's a baby? Yep. A child even. 22? Oh, wow. Sorry, I stand corrected. What an adult. AJ, you're younger than Tomster? No shit. Really? See, I thought Amanda Kimmel, but then Amanda Kimmel did not go all the way in what's it called? Heroes Villains, yeah. So that song is the one that's on the loading screen in the server now. If y'all want, I can show you the character now, but then should we save that for Tuesday? We wouldn't be on the server all that long. It's empty right now anyway. I just show you the building and stuff. Oh my god, it is Suri. Why did I think of that? Why did I think? Because Game Changers, yep. Was that finale? Panama. Indonesia, mm-hmm. It's so GTA coded. Yep. Yep. Suri makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of Suri at all immediately. I think I was going for, yeah. Game Changer started with her boot. That's so tragic that was the finale night. This week I found the Survivor Wordle. I have heard of this and have played it before. My favorite was last week I played it and Brando was literally the answer. You need to do Survivor Wordle? I have done it. Never on stream though, shall we? Hold on. There. All right. Search by castaway name. It was Brando. See, you know. Yeah, someone from 25 is good. How about Carter Rules? Not a returnee, first time player who was in a season that's lower than the Philippines, is not a man and is older than 23. And did worse than 6th place. Oh, this is going to be fucking tough. Oh yeah, why can't you see us? Because it's fucking full screen, isn't it? Fucking still don't know why full screen on this gives us issues. 1 second. Apologies for the technical difficulties. 1 second. This one? Where's the camera on this? Why am I not here? Here I am. And then this one is there. Now you can see it. What is this awful size, though? The fuck is this? Hold on. That's not. Nope, that's also not. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned. I fucking hate doing shit like this on stream. But it's fine. You'll forgive me, chat. I know you will. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, it's fine. All right, well, listen. Now is it fine? Is the size okay now? Okay. Just a couple hours ago when you did flag and geography minigames. Good times, right? The flag game. Remember when I killed it on flags? See, Meridian, you're saying that? I have no idea who that is. I'm like, who? All right, I might need your help here, chat. I'm very muddy on the older seasons. But not a returnee, one-time player, lower than season 25, but we don't know how much lower. How about I go with... Who did poorly in like season 20. Season 20? Season 20 could be. Oh, no, no returnee. Shit, I'm not going to be good at this at all, am I? What's the name of the dung lady? The dung lady's so bad. Who was the first boot of season 18? No, season Gabon. Who was the boot of Gabon? Jillian, thank you so much. Not the dung lady. Dear God. Okay. No, lower than 17. Yeah, I'm cooked. Did better than 17th place. Okay. Younger than 61. Cool. Shambo. Oh, the problem is now it's not going to be Shambo. Lower than 17. So let's go to. Oh yeah, chat. I'm gonna need help fully. If you haven't guessed it yet today, help, please. Any and all help is appreciated. Angie. Okay, we got quite a few. 13th place, female, not a returnee, older than 24, but a season higher than Palau. Oh, thank you, Sam. Now, should we go Panama? Is that the move? Ruth Marie. Say less. Yo, Meridian. Meridian is an expert. Meridian went, listen, I'm gonna lock the fuck in. I'm gonna lock the fuck in on this one. Damn. See, I wish I had the knowledge like that. I was never going to get this on my own. I promise you. I promise you. I would have never gotten this on my own. I would have been stumped. This will be a fun game for us to do on Fridays. I have no life. Stop this. You have a life. Stop this. All right. 2 more questions in the forum. I'm going to call the last call in the forum chat. Then we can do some marbles before we pack things up for tonight. I could do the new one in 10 minutes. Well, there we go. Well, then would I be robbing y'all of the opportunity of doing it yourselves, though? You know? Who has the highest average days played in Survivor history? Poverty Shallow. I guess average, you're dividing it by time played. So like Cerise, for example, would be minus another. Oh no, it will be Michelle Fitzgerald. Easy pickings. Average of. Nope. What do you mean nope? Okay, I don't have the brain capacity for this. You might have to just tell me. It's higher than 39. What the fuck? It can't be Natalie Anderson. Because by the same logic that it's not Michelle Fitzgerald, then it can't be Natalie. Because those Australian Outback. Oh, is it? But I don't. Who would it be from Australian Outback though? Who was third place in? Is it real? Oh, I guess because Australia was 42 days. And Keith never came back, so it stayed 40. Like the average stayed high, because then the other two come back and lower their average. Wow, bro, what a record to just hold on to. And like the good thing is for Keith, that record ain't going nowhere ever. Someone sent a Sporkle quiz. What is this? Oh, it's a list of Sporkle quizzes, Survivor based. The problem is, I'm not well enough versed in all the seasons to do most of these. That's why I can do the new era castmates challenge, but that's about as far as I can go. This is a Twitch question that Rob yells at Kalish about. It feels like that a little bit. I do get that. All right, chat. You ready for some marbles? What we saying? Is it marble o'clock? Keith Famey. Ah, the infamy Keith. Gotcha. All right, let's marble it up. Marble time. Marble o'clock. Marble McGee. All right, we'll turn off the responses for the form. We're at 4883 on the form moving forward. Formward, if you will. And we're going to close all these unnecessary tabs. I'm going to move y'all over here next to me to the left so that we can put the marbles on this big ass monitor, which I don't know if we've done marbles since I got this monitor or not. DS Niners. Yeah. I love me some Keith Nail, man. I about shed a tear on the premiere night when they showed us Keith. Keith was like I feel like one of the players for me that really opened my eyes to like a different archetype for me. I really liked Keith so much. You see that video about the origin of Target on my back and Survivor was the first person that said it? I saw it was a list of every time it's been said on the show, but I didn't see who the originator was. No. Ooh, there's a Goose Goose update. What is this update? The collaboration with Godzilla's over. Okay. They renamed Godzilla and it's Mallarden now. Okay, but the map is still there, Christian? Ethan and All-Stars? What? You're telling me Target on my back was not a thing until All-Stars? Damn. I think Keith Nail is one of the most universally beloved players. And I think it's because I think what typically happens is a player can be universally beloved until then it gets to like talking about their legacy and how good of a player they are. That's what divides people. That's what divides people, because I do think that there's people who will actively not agree with a player as a good player, or they will push against it, or they will fight it. And that causes them to be divisive. So as long as you're not discussing a player on their game merits, they won't lose that. They won't lose their universal belovedness, so to speak. Keith Nell being one of them. James Clement has worn 7 different color buffs and none of them have repeated for him. That's amazing. And spectators can chat with Dead Chat. What? Spectators? Cool. So if someone joins in the lobby late or is just watching and like skipping a game, they can talk to the Dead Chat. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what else I like? Marbles with the crew. There we go. All right. So remind me again. I got to go bottom right for this one, right? Somewhere down here, perhaps. I think that works. All right. Chat, are you ready? We're going to do a cheeky. Did I mess this up? It's Grand Prix usually, right? Yeah, cheeky community maps. A cheeky 3, I think. I'm feeling 3. Maybe 4 in case one fucks up. A wager. Mods, can we run a top 20 wager? I feel like that makes sense. Top 20 wager. And then top 3 get a VIP badge. Last place gets a VIP badge. And for today, and today only, the number 50 gets a VIP badge. Bottom left, you cover the Doomster. You got it. Hello, it is me on the left side of your screen now. No. Everybody else doesn't get the reason there's such little VIP badges. Only top 3, only last place with 4 races completed, and only 50th, because I'm not going to remove the VIP roles from the rest of you. Next week we'll purge. Tonight's not the night. And the question is, do we get to 50 participants? We'll find out. But while y'all are getting ready, exclamation play, go on ahead and do so, okay? While you're doing that, let me quickly go to main screen and say to the people who are about to leave because marbles ain't your thing, which I understand. I hope you had fun with me tonight. Thank you for making this another fun, engaging, and warm pad here. Thank you for coming through. I'll be back on Sunday with Goose Goose at 4 p.m. my time, so 5 p.m. your time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, because everyone's going to move by an hour, right? Everyone's going to move by an hour, so it'll still be 4 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Yep. Sunday, that'll be the Goose Goose time. And then potentially Tuesday, we've talked about RP now. We'll see. And then we'll see what we do for Thursday. Maybe this week might be too early to do something, but I'm going to start looking into figuring that out. Yeah, DST will be tomorrow night. In between Saturday night and Sunday, we're going to lose that hour. All right. Not Arizona. True. I meant more so like globally. It's not just like the West Coast that's moving. You know what I mean? Because that fucked me up with the GTA for like a good week. Because I think UK did their time differences at a different time, and it just I was like, what the fuck? Let's see. I guess I'll find out on what's it called? Sunday. This reminds me of Zordon. Good memories. What are you, a Power Rangers fan, Jez? If it ain't Mighty Morphin and Zeo, it ain't for me, dog. I did fix my sleep schedule, and honestly, if not for this monster, I might have been asleep already. I was always Jason the Red Ranger. I was always Tommy. Main character syndrome. Yeah, no, I remember me, my sister, and like 3 of our cousins were deep into Power Rangers, and 3 of us really wanted to be like, we were like, you know, when you're a kid, you assign yourselves roles, right? And 3 of us wanted Tommy. And I remember we were like, all right, there's an easy way to decide this. We will pass the paper. We'll pass papers with our names on them to our aunt. She'll pick out a name. Whoever's name it is, that's Tommy. This was one of those where I'm like, my life is a movie. I was like, what, 7? She pulls out Pooya. Guess what? I'm Tommy now, motherfuckers. Sorry, it's me now. You have to settle for whoever. One of you has to be Billy. Not me though. All right. Let's see. Let me move myself a little bit up here so I'm not blocked by the music. All right, y'all ready, chat? 58 of you. Oh shit. Okay. Liv, did you get a wager going already, or you didn't do that? No, you did do it already. Prediction start 4 minutes ago. Waiting for result. Got you. Damn, you move quick. Cormac, it really is. It really is. Not Billy slander. Oh no. I don't mind Billy at all. At the time, though, when I was younger, I was like, I'm not Rocky. I'm not Billy. I'm not Jason. I'm fucking Tommy, and you have to deal with it. Oh, when I got the action figures and the Zords, it was such a good time. All right, let's go. 59 of you. Do I hear 60? Do I hear a nice round number? Somebody pull up. Make it happen. Also, this really, I think, is Zordon coded. I think this is meant to be Zordon. Yeah, that's fucking Alpha. This is a fucking Power Rangers map. This is nuts. Ay. Wow. Their Zordon looks weird though. Where's Repulsa? Great question. Where is she? Where's Lord Zed? Anyway. All right, 59 it is. Oh my God, there she is. Oh my God. Rita Repulsa is here. What the fuck? Nah, they gotta cook with this map. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Do we play the Power Rangers riff? Is it on Spotify? Of course it probably is. All right. Good luck, everybody. Hey, DS Niners, thank you for subscribing 6 months in advance. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here with me all through the summer. Thank you, thank you. We'll ring in the fall together. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Into the family you come. You know what? Because of the Power Rangers of it all, first place, you're getting a VIP off of this immediately. Just one map. You're getting a VIP badge if you make it. Oh, that was just 44 seconds. Wow, okay. Oh, guess we'll go fuck ourselves. BB's a bit dumb. It really is. It's true. I don't know anything about Power Rangers. Yeah, you probably know more about Bluey. Bluey might be more your speed. Not too much on Bluey. I knew it. Look at you. Look at you. White knighting for Bluey. Not my Bluey. You keep Bluey's name out of your mouth. As when Bluey was a girl. I don't know what Bluey is. As in, I've never peeped it. I just know it's a thing. North Steel is in the lead tonight. Oh, Fruit Loops takes the lead. It making a comeback here. Vying for that top spot. Ooh, an equalizer. You know I love to see it. Did people fall down? Some people may have fallen down. Emery's in the lead. Lenny Berger is in the lead. Is this Lenny Berger is your winner? Oh, and a record was broken. A record was broken. It has suddenly doomed out of nowhere. Oh, bad news. I think I made some points, doubters. All right, Lenny, let's go ahead and give you your VIP badge. Am I allowed to send a GoFundMe into Discord? Ooh, can you send it to me first? So I can vet it, potentially? Again, not that I think at all that you are putting in a GoFundMe that's like, you know, sideways. Can Christian Mingle make it before the song ends or the map ends? Oh my God, it's close. But you made it. You made it happen. You made it happen. All right. Wow, what a map. Oh, look at those glorious points. Oh, you are mad, chat. You are mad. You know who's mad? You know who's mad? 36% of you who didn't bet on me. Actually, a lot of you bet on me. Kudos. Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Send your DMs. Thank you, Tom, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see. How many Doomps did we have this round? 42. We had 59. 17 Doomps, unfortunately. But 3 more maps to go. Liv, you watched me hit random on 4 maps and then press start. So, no, I did not do that. My brain hurts. McKenna, thank you for 55 months. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Also, I didn't talk about this earlier, but what's it called? I went to the Timberwolves game last night. Leon and I went and watched the Timberwolves take on the Toronto Raptors, and it was such a fun game. It was such a good time. It was hype. So the Power Ranger tune playing nostalgia before bed is a good drug. It definitely is. I'll never forget this. It was the cold winter months of Ottawa. It was the holidays. It was a December, maybe December 2013. Everyone had gone home for Christmas except for my ass, of course. And I just started watching. I needed something to watch, so I just started watching Power Rangers because it was on Netflix. And I was like, oh, I probably missed a lot of episodes in between as a kid. And I started watching it, and that was one of the first instances I can remember of watching something where I was like, this ain't hitting like it used to. But I still remember it very, very positively. Also, earlier in the forum, someone asked about Pokemon, and I'm so sorry if you're I hope you're still here. I don't know if you may not be. They asked about Pokemon because they had just bought a Switch to play this new Pokemon game. And they were like, have I ever played Pokemon games? And what's my favorite Pokemon? The first ever gaming system, actually no, second most gaming system that I remember getting was a Game Boy Color was bought for me. And with it, the game Pokemon Red was bought for me. And I was able to play Pokemon Red. And it was phenomenal. I loved every bit of it. I'm a bit of a basic bitch. My favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. Don't hold it against me. Again, as a kid, I definitely had main character syndrome. I was like, you know who I like? The main one. But if I had to be objective and pick another Pokemon, that might be a little harder, but probably Zapdos would be my other one. Which, like, yeah, legendary bird Pooya, okay. Yeah, but allow me, okay? Just let me be. Let me be. Don't shame me. All right, let's go. Good luck, everybody. Fat Pikachu or skinny Pikachu? What? Is there a difference? I worked for Disney and almost auditioned to be a Power Ranger. Ooh. Same with Game Boy Color and Red. Ooh, which Game Boy Color did you get? I had the teal one, which started my early love of teal. Vinyl's in the lead. Vinyl goes through. Vinyl in the cup. Pad Tad right behind, followed by Red Wings, followed by quite a few people. I used to have my uncle's Game Boy. It was cool as hell. Hell yeah. The teal. Hey, samesies. Yeah, the teal Game Boy Color too. Yo, that'd be a fun poll to run. North Steel, someone who was in the lead last map, already out in this one. Tom, sir, which DM did you send it to? Red Wings has fallen behind. Discord? Shit. Okay. But who is in the lead? That is a tough question to answer for you right now as we're going through some kind of plinko. My eyes are hurting. It says Russ is in the lead. It is lying. I believe Russ is not in the lead, but I can't tell who's in the lead. Okay, this is easier if we do this and we follow through with the first person that falls into this area, right? Surely. I assume this is the way we're going. Yes? Yeah? Yes? Yeah? Nope, we're going this way. Emery's in the lead. Oh, Emery has stopped. Oh, does that make me in the lead? I think so. Actually, I have no idea. I assume that's the lead. I have no... oh, no. Oh, no. We are about to doof, my friends. No! Not like this. Oh, are we doomfing? Maybe no. Yes, yes. We are doomfing. Yes. Shit. Oh, no, it wasn't. I won. Oh, my God. Oh, the haters will say it's rigged. Hey, listen. Liv, I hate to be presumptive. You might as well pay out the believers. I'm not muted. How dare you? How dare you say I'm muted? Oh, I also had the yellow game with the Pikachu on it afterwards as well. Is Matt Rigori around? Hey, don't hate me because I'm clinical. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't hate me because I'm clinical. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's me. Hey. More points. Stacking them up. How many people doomfed? I think it was just North Steel. Oh, no. Cruz, Lil Leaf, and Fennel have also doomfed here. Next map. Emery was robbed. My first console was a Wii. My parents regretted getting me one so young. I remember my dad was so pissed when we convinced him to get us a Wii because he was like, oh, this is just a console. You are not gonna, this is not a fitness thing. Because we talked about how it's more mobile and we could do mobile things with it, and it was not that mobile. One of my memories that I hate is my dad sitting there and being like, all right, show me how it works. Show me how it'll make you active. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, Dino, we gotta play like fucking Wii tennis. Like, it's not all that movement, not a lot of movement, unless you like try and make it immersive. And even then it's like, like, oh my God, it was a tough memory. It's a tough memory to put back into the mind. I know, I can't wait for round 2. I feel like round 1's been going on for a minute. Wii Fit, baby. Well, that was before Wii Fit pulled up too. Those are early doors. All right, last chance before I press start, chat. All right, let's do it. 55 of you in here. I was looking for a company that allowed us to expense the Wii to our wellness benefits. Oh, hell yeah. I sold the Wii Fit on eBay. Damn. I kind of want to buy a Wii again because I don't have one now, but I feel like it would be a fun thing to play with Liana. To go back and play like Wii Sports. Do bowling, do golf. I think that'd be a good time. When my old one I have it. Toms, you selling? Wii streams? Oh my God. Could we handle it? Do you think my marriage will last if Leon and I did a Wii stream? Oh my God. This one's a bloodbath. How many people are we losing to Doomps? Already 10. I can't tell. It's saying Athelia's in the lead. Why would I question it? If I can find it. Okay, Tom, sir, let's speak on it. If you track it down. Switch is a Wii Sports like game. Not sure if you have that. It does have a Wii Sports like game. We do have a Switch. We do have a Switch. But like, is it weird that I want the Wii? Like, I want to experience it on the thing I've already experienced it on. If that makes sense. Also, the Wii had a very underrated Godfather game. Like the movie Godfather. It had a very good game. That I really enjoyed thoroughly. I was in first and Doomf. Oh no. I feel like Athelia was in the lead and now has lost it to Bob in the building. Bob usually a killer in the marbles, so this doesn't surprise me. Bob has been immortalized with a very fun clip back in the days when we did I think we did a personal wager and Bob just, oh my God. Athelia with the cheat code move just skips the entire obstacle and gets to first place again. And is your winner, Athelia. That was clutch. You should play golf with your friends with Leonico. That would be very fun. I would smoke all of them, but that would be very fun for the bit before they all get mad at me. Guitar Hero Rock Band were Wii classics. I remember there was you know how there used to be internet cafes? There were literal spots where you could go to like rent a room and play Rock Band and play Guitar Hero with friends. Think again, Bob. Oh shit, I got second. I wasn't paying attention. This is what happens when you take your eye off the prize, you get the win. I feel like I have a thing for red cons. I had a red Wii and now a red Switch. Damn. Christian, Dare I say red might be your favorite color? Potentially. Look at me. I was so close to points. I was 14th place. Liv stole my points, you rat. It's fine. All right, let's see where everyone's at. We lost 10 people early in the dumps and then no one else after that, which I'm happy about. Can someone translate Tomster's message to me? Because what I'm reading is Tomster says, goo goo gaga, da da gaga. What does that mean? How do you translate that? What does that message mean? Someone get a translator app in here. Yo, is this a Rick and Morty map? Because that's him, right? What is up with these themed maps tonight? Yo, Dylan, that emote. Anytime Tomster speaks, spam that emote in the chat. The baby rage. Spam the baby rage for Tomster. You should name your child after me if you ever have one. If I wanted my child to grow up and disappoint me, then yes. That was mean. I'm sorry. My bad. That might have been a bridge too far. That might have been a bridge too far, Tomster. AJ is younger than you, and I forget that, you know. It's like, I'm not having that. Was that too far? Is that too far? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. We got mean. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. RP has brought out a mean streak in me. Not necessarily like mean, like malicious mean, but like clapbacks and roasts, because it is tough, man. You're hanging out with these Brits who are at any given point gonna call you an inanimate object, because every object in the UK can be an insult. You can be a mug, you can be a can, you can be a Muppet, you can be a lamp, you can be like anything. Anything. So you got to be on top of your game. The VOD will say otherwise. Red Wings, I'm going to delete it. You better watch it now. I'm going to delete it. All right, chat. It's the last map. So if you haven't joined, make sure you get in here before it's too late. My 27th birthday is on the 22nd of this month. Enjoy it, AJ. As someone who had their birthday, their 22nd on a 22nd is a good time. Is that the champagne birthday? That's the champagne birthday they talk about, right? I think. It is. Yeah, enjoy it. It's like a month and a half. I mean, technically younger. All right, 61 people in here. Most, I think, competitors in our race yet. And it's our last race of the night, so it makes sense. All right, where do we start? I don't even see our marbles. Oh, hello. All right, y'all already know what I'm about to say, but I'll say it anyway. First one through this hole, we will follow their journey. Lord Autumn Bottom looking to be in the lead. Someone thought I was 23rd at the bar. Hey, we take those. We take those. Tara mentioned earlier, but I did this thing called Streamer Squares the other week, which I believe he made a YouTube video for. Let me find that also while we're watching this and send it your way in case you want to watch it, chat. I did this thing and the host didn't realize that I was older than he thought. Here you go. There you go. Enjoy. It's about, what, an hour and change? Went by pretty quickly. After you called me that, I was going to trauma dump to make you feel bad. What if you didn't take it back immediately? Tomster uses trauma dump. It is highly effective. Where the fuck is everybody? I don't even know who's in the lead anymore again. I feel like Leafy is in the lead. But I'm not unsure. Oh, it is Steph. Steph, zoom into the finish line. Oh my god, I see that fire and it freaks me out. I hope you don't hit it. I hope you don't hit it. I hope you don't hit it. I think you avoided it. I think you avoided it. I think you're safe. I think you're safe. Uh-oh, but your first place could be in jeopardy. Oh no, don't go backwards. Never backwards. Oh, it's a curved one. Is Bob trying to go for the gold? Bob has dumped, unfortunately. And Steph is about to be the winner, potentially. Steph very fast tonight. Yeah, here. Barbarian's on 25 and I act like I'm 13. Hey. Age is, what is it, but a number? It's energy. What energy are you giving? Oh, Emery going for the steal. Steph was doing so well this far, but Emery has jumped down. Christian Mingle trying to go for it, but I think Christian Mingle's out of the map, actually. Christian Mingle might be on Doom City, or that's the exit to the win. Who knows? Oh, the winner is Steph. Congratulations, Steph. You've secured the dub. Christian, you're about to Doomf, my friend. You have a one-way ticket to Doomville. Doom City. For real, you look like you're in mid-20s. Well, thank you, Tomster. I will say, if I take my beanie off, I will look significantly older. I do be hat fishing. Okay? I do be hat fishing. But it's funny, though, because I think the only time anyone see me without a hat is if I'm in a suit at a wedding. Otherwise, you're never catching me without the hat. Take it off. I don't come into your chat and ask you to take your clothes off, Jess. Kind of inappropriate. Kind of inappropriate. Mods, give him a warning. Wow, I dumped on the last one. It's fine. Why did I spell your name wrong? You know, I did call it out to him. Afterwards, I was like, hey, man, it was without an H. And I think, because he did say in the beginning, if anyone's thing is spelled wrong, let me know. And I told him, and I think he just forgot because he was a little bit frazzled because about 15 minutes before we were about to go on air, 2 people backed out and he had to find 2 replacements. And it was a little bit of a touch and go tough spot he was in. So I didn't mind. I was like, I know he's stressed. Fuck it. Bless him. Let it be. No worries, you know? All right, Steph, congratulations on your win. Hard fought. I take it back. Your toss. Thank you. It's on me. It's more so on me, honestly. Yeah, a lot of dooms on that one. Remember, top 3 VIP badge. Last place with 4 races VIP badge. 50th place VIP badge. Emery, congratulations. Welcome to the winner's circle. Smooter in 2nd place. And Lenny Berger already got it. So whoever's in 4th place, you're about to get one too. And that is Pat Tad. And I made top 10. Hold that on your heads. Is your dad bald as well? My dad been rocking a cul-de-sac as long back as I can remember. But my dad had like long, luscious locks when he was in university. And I never had that privilege. So yeah, yippee for him and boo for me. I will say, if I had hair, I'd make it look good. And I'm not opposed to the idea of doing a hair transplant either at some point. I would be down. But what's funny is I would be down, but also I feel like I would be down and very quickly I'd be like, I'm just going to shave it. I'm just going to rock like a buzz cut. But then I have the option to, and I think that's pretty neat. Having options is neat, chat. I do love when I do the fucking wigs, I feel like I'm pulling them off. I'm doing good. I would love to do that. But like on a more permanent basis. Boom, money in the bank. Hey. I thought you didn't correct the doctor I worked here about my name. Oh no. I would rock some long hair. Nice. And what's funny is both my RP characters are very, very recognizable by their hair. Like, Ism's one of the 2 people in the city that has a man bun like that. And Ox is the only person I've seen in the city rocking the hair I rock. So. All right, we're looking for number 50 here, chat. Survivor 50, player 50. The recipient of the VIP badge is Dylan, who already has it. So, we will be going to the tape, and we will be running a random number generator. But who's last with 4 races done? That accolade belongs to Detective Ricky. Congratulations, Detective Ricky. VIP badge is coming your way. Detective Ricky. Boom. And the random number generator is going to be between the numbers, okay? 5 all the way to 64. 50 not counting. Or if you have one, we'll run it again. Us 51. We could do the neighbor, but I feel like we should be doing random. Yeah, because then do we give it to Debrizio or do we give it to Jen? All right, let's run it. 5th place to 64th place. I'm random number generating and it lands on 36. Counted them myself. But last year, 37. All right, sorry, vocal stim. 36 is Autumn Says. Congratulations, Autumn Says. Autumn Says. Will you vervigs? Then will you vervigs? Iconic meme. Well, thank you, Miss Andre. I wore a backwards hat on the pal today, and I was like, damn, I forgot about hats, you know. All right, chat. I hope you had fun with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. The lovely old time of, sorry, tomorrow I meant fucking Sunday. 5 p.m. Eastern for the Goose Goose Doug, the GGD, if you will. Okay. And furthermore, I hope you all have a good weekend. It is Liana's birthday weekend, so I will be spending some fun time with Liana. Plenty of stories to tell probably come Sunday. Her birthday's on Sunday, actually, but the reason I scheduled the stream anyway is because I know she likes to do her own thing on her birthday, and she gets what she wants on her birthday. Rightfully so. So, hope you all have a good weekend. We shall be back on Sunday. If you don't come through Sunday, we shall be back middle of the week for a GTA RP stream. Which, by the way, that first stream back is going to be huge because I'm going to give you a lot of information. You're about to get info dumped on because there's so much info to put out there. Okay? Okay. Cool, cool. Chill, chill. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good one.